on and the Pelicans, and look at him now. He gets almost 4 full days of rest for a first-round playoff series against his nemesis, the Nuggets, and he gets them early instead of late, and he gets them when he, as he said the other day, I'm much healthier than I was a year ago. And think of the role he is coming in on, because he just shot a career high from three, 41%. Well, obviously, a year ago, he was a disaster from three against the Nuggets. He was 1 of 10 in the fourth quarter.
Breathe up there. It's hard to breathe.
Okay, well, I got you. And remember, just a year ago, in the playoffs, LeBron set the all-time playoff record for consecutive three-point misses in fourth quarters. He missed 19 straight fourth-quarter three-pointers. And then he turned around, and I guess he went in the lab, and he fixed it because he shot 41% from three this year. I've always questioned his late-game free throw shooting. He actually made some this year because the Lakers were actually the best clutch team in basketball this year. In late game, it's like in the last 5 minutes of games, they were 24-9. And LeBron made a late free throw, 1 out of 2 at Toronto that won the game. And then he went up to Golden State in March, and he hit 2 late free throws in the second overtime to win that game. And he's coming in on, as Keyshawn keeps pointing out, a free throw roll. Last 6 games, he's 38 of 46. That's 83%. That's pretty good. But if I boil it down to the last 3 games, he's 24-27. If I just go the last 2 games, and you brought this up, he is 16 out of 16. So all of a sudden, he's got a hot hand from 3 and the free throw line. And he's coming in to beat his nemesis in a way with it's really 4 days off, where can he be any fresher or hotter or better than he could be?
Or stiff?
Well, I don't know. Well, how about the...
Why are you going to be stiff?
Yeah.
Too many days off.
Okay, well, what about your team? What about the Nuggets?
They're young. They're a young team.
They're a young
team. They get out. They don't even stretch, Skip. When you're an older team, you need time to warm up. Like, you need time to stretch. We all know that. I
don't know.
4 days off. When the last time the Lakers had 4 days off? All right. They good when they play in rhythm.
Okay.
You need to play in rhythm. If you haven't played for a week as an older player, as older guys on the team, you gotta stay fresh.
Okay.
It's like me right now. I gotta go in the gym. I gotta stretch. I gotta get on the treadmill before I start lifting weights. I can't take 3 days off. Come in there. I might pull something. I mean, 4 days off is too much.
Okay, but if ever a 39-year-old could be any readier for this, he's ready for this, right? It's perfect. And Paul, what do you always tell me? You got to have an X factor. Okay. Well, why did I pick the Lakers before the year started? I kept telling Keyshawn, they went out and got Gabe Vincent. And all he did, time out. You chuckle. You chuckle until I explain. What did Gabe Vincent do in the NBA Finals last year at Denver in Game 2? The Heat managed to win one game because he scored 23 points in Game 2, and he made 4 of 6 three-point shots.
He shot it well.
He shot it well. And Dave McMenamin reported on ESPN.
How many 20-point games he got this year?
Okay, well, he hadn't been playing all year because he's had a knee issue that required a scope. Okay,
and
so he's played 11 games.
He shot the ball well the other night.
Okay.
He 2 for 3.
Yeah, that's good.
McMenamin reported that the Laker brass was just raving about his input and what he did the other night on Tuesday night. Played 18 minutes and gave him 9 points and 4 rebounds. Okay.
That's pushing the needle, Skip.
All right. Nope, it's not.
Got back, Paul.
Here we go.
That's the X factor.
Wait a second.
That's the X factor.
How many points did Jamal Murray average against the Lakers in those 4 sweep games last year in the conference finals?
Over 30.
33 a game.
Over 30.
Okay. What did Jamal do then in the NBA Finals? He turned right around. Who was his primary defender in the NBA Finals? Aha! It was Gabe Vincent, who held him to 21 a game, from 33 down to 21, because I think Gabe Vincent bothers him a little bit.
No,
he does.
It was the Miami defense.
Okay.
It was a Miami defense. They played great pick and roll defense. This wasn't Gabe Vincent getting up there like he's Tony Allen.
I don't know.
And getting in his face and locking that down.
I'm telling you right here, right now, he is the best Laker defender on the floor. and he's fresh,
goodness.
and he will be the X factor in this series. And then I flip it around on you. Who was the X factor for Denver last year in those four quarters?
Brown.
Bruce Brown was.
Bruce Brown.
And he is not a Nugget anymore. He's gone. Okay, Christian Brown. Okay, so you got that. Okay, who was the primary defender in fourth quarters on D'Lo last year? It was Bruce Brown. He tormented him. He haunted him into horrendous shooting because he finally just got pulled in the games 3 and 4. Okay, so all of a sudden you add Gabe Vincent, you lose Bruce Brown. I would say that's advantage Lakers.
So D'Lo?
Yeah, D'Lo.
What's D'Lo? Okay, let's go to D'Lo then. What's D'Lo? What's D'Lo average during the regular season this year versus Denver Nuggets? You want me to, you don't know? You want me to tell you?
No, it's terrible.
It's 14 points. What does he normally average? 18.
So he dropped by 4.
3 assists. All right. But that's a big disparity between the two because Murray, he's averaged 24 to D'Lo's 14. If the Lakers want a chance, he's got to try to find a way to cancel him out. And if you can hold Murray to, say, 21, and D'Lo gets 18, his average, we're just asking him to just get his average.
Okay.
That's kind of like canceling him out.
Okay.
And then now you say, all right, AD, we need you to somewhat cancel out the Joker. Okay. Joker's giving you 20, 28. D'Lo, we need you to give us every night 28 and 11 and 12 rebounds. All right, if you can do that, because I do believe that D'Lo is the X factor. He's the X factor to me.
Okay.
He's the one capable of big games.
Sure.
He's capable of making a lot of threes to just set off the difference of Jamal Murray making his threes. And he's going to be the primary defender on him. He's going to be putting pick and roll all night, every night, and so it's going to be on him, on how he defends and shoots the ball if the Lakers want a chance. And by the way, he only shot 40% from the field and 33 from 3 versus Denver this year. So I think he needs to step up.
All right. My X factor, beyond Gabe Vincent, is a young man who in those 4 fourth quarters last year, and they lost those games, it's Austin Reeves.
9 in the fourth quarter.
All he did was make 8 out of 10 shots against the Nuggets in those 4 fourth quarters. All he did was make 7 of 8 threes. And I skimmed through the play-by-play of the fourth quarters of those 4 games this morning, and I kept seeing Austin Reeves, Austin Reeves, Austin Reeves, Austin Reeves from 30 feet. And he was the one who kept them in those games. And they were all 4 close games. And then that happened, and that happened, and that happened because Jamal mostly took over. Jamal, in those 4 fourth quarters, made 12 out of 13 free throws, and that was really the difference because he was the guy who got to the free throw line and slammed the door.
See, Paul, you're talking about D'Angelo struggled in only having 14 points, 33% from 3 and 40, what'd you say?
40% from the field.
40% from the field.
This year.
Take into consideration, so what you take into consideration, when those games occurred, when LeBron James decided he was going to defer to them a little bit more, and all of a sudden D'Lo looks different now. Along with Austin Reeves. When you think about last year, and I know I laughed at Skip, not laughed at him, but told Skip we wasn't doing that last year. That was last year.
Right.
But LeBron was carrying everything.
There's a different way they're playing late in the season than they
Absolutely, 100%. You can look at it and see what LeBron is doing. LeBron's taking less shots. He's deferring to them more. He's allowing them. It's almost like he's getting them ready for the playoffs.
It's what you asked for, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But when the playoffs come, how much trust are you going to have? Because your mentality changes in the playoffs.
Well,
trust gets a little slimmer, just like the lineups, the rotation gets shorter because the trust in those other players.
Yeah, but if I'm giving it, but if I'm giving it to you early and you doing what you're supposed to do, then I'm good. And if you doing what you're supposed to do, it's just like in football. If they throwing me the ball and I'm dropping it, they ain't gonna give it to me no more. But if I'm out there cooking and I'm beating my man, they gonna make sure I put me in position.
It's easier to trust in a regular season than it is the playoffs.
Sure it is.
It's too much on the line.
I understand.
Now, would LeBron rather kick it to the corner with the game on the line or go up with a fadeaway over 2 people? Like, you think about those things.
He's always been known to make the right play, so I would think
I'm just saying, though, it's just like the trust gets slim in the playoffs. You trust your superstar taking a bad shot because superstars are superstars because they make bad shots and that role players can't. And so when it comes down to it, the trust may have a fracture in
in the
playoffs.
To me, the way that I've been looking at it, is he is conditioning them in the regular season toward the back end of the regular season, conditioning them.
He did a great job of doing
to
that.
get ready for the playoffs.
He did great at doing
now,
that.
When we get into the playoffs,
actually happens, just like Mike Tyson says, everybody got a game plan until they get hit, and then stuff changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
but you're a Debbie Downer. You want to sit up here and act like they getting ready to just brick every shot.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Where's the confidence? Where's the optimism? They've lost 8 in a row. They've been dominated this year. They got a slogan that says, "Who's your daddy?" I mean, who else said, like, nobody else has that. Like, I haven't even heard that from nobody else. Like, come on. Like,
you're
this is
about...
like, who talks to LeBron and the Lakers like this?
Well, that's
like,
the point.
That's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Like, nobody's talking.
Everybody can talk crazy when you win a championship. You beat a team. Everybody talk crazy.
I mean, just the disrespect. I mean,
yeah, but everybody does that.
This is LeBron.
Not even thinking that you're gonna see me again.
LeBron James. Like, who would say that about a LeBron James?
Okay, so at what point does he say that's enough?
They didn't beat the Lakers in the finals.
They
beat the Heat, and this came across. This was in the speech. What in the parade? It's like we beat y'all in the first round, not. In the conference finals, not the championship.
Oh, no, but they considered it
that
the finals.
That was their championship.
So why didn't they go after the Miami Heat? Why didn't they say?
Because you can't go after the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat.
We just beat you.
Yeah, but the Miami Heat, nobody
beat the Heat.
Because we're so embedded in your mind, you still thinking about us 3 weeks later, or whatever it was, a month later.
Sure.
You thinking about us a month later. You were so hell-bent over on getting through LeBron and the Lakers. A month later, after you beat the Miami Heat, you still talking about us. What are you talking about, Paul?
I'm just saying, like, that's just...
All right, so, Paul, are you going sweep again? You going back-to-back sweeps?
I think the Lakers could pull one.
One?
One out, 5 games.
Okay, and
games.
What's your best guess on that? It'd be game 3, maybe? Game 4?
They get game 3.
3. Okay, so you give them 1 game and it's 5. Gentleman's sweep.
Gentleman's sweep.
All right.
A baker's dozen, gentleman's sweep, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it.
Keyshawn, what's your outcome?
Lakers in 6.
6.
Yeah, Lakers in 6. They steal one of these 2. One of the 2. That's what we call it. We call it a steal. Okay? Because we're not...
So you don't expect to just take it. You got to
I'm going off of based on what people like you are saying about the Lakers. People like you, Paul, that are saying that they don't have a chance. I got to go in there and steal it.
I haven't seen nothing. The thing is, this is not even hate. This is not that me hate. I'm just going off what I've seen.
You're the only person saying it ain't hate.
I'm going off what I've seen. I haven't seen anything that tells me they can beat them.
I understand that, but your approach is such that...
So, like, give me some... Where